Hello everybody, it is B and I'm back again with another YouTube video. Now I know that you guys are seeing black right now, but I want to show you guys my mouse's cage tour and I didn't really show you. So I did actually do a theme for the boys because I had to use some of the old bedding and I just kind of mixed it because they're not that messy. I'll explain that in a little bit, or just talk to you in a little bit. I am sorry that I haven't been posting as much. I want to make a bunch of videos, but I just don't because I'm lazy. But I really want to show you what I have done with the boys' cage. It does still need things added, but it is nice for now. So, it is swamp themed. I mixed brown bedding with blue bedding. So their platform is still there. I will have to clean it soon because it's looking pretty nasty. They poop on it and everything. Here's this tree branch from whenever we had hermit crabs. If you are interested in hermit crabs, please do not buy them without doing research. That is one thing that I do recommend. Hermit crabs are not just animals that you can keep in a tiny little cage. Actually, our family didn't do any research, but we actually did pretty well without meaning to. They need a lot of space, and they need sand, and they need meat in their diet, because they are taken from the wild. So if you look up Taylor Dean, she has an amazing video on hermit crabs. So there's that. Then I put one of my brother's hamsters. He cut off some of the stuff. Don't worry, the sharp part is safe. Then we have this seashell, which they could also use as a hide. It's been cleaned and sanitized. I also put it here. Maybe it'll help their feet. I wonder if they're under here. No. Nico and Julian are in here, which I will upload a video soon as to why I am keeping 2 male mice together. Then there's their little hermit hut. That's from a store in North Carolina that sold hermit crabs. So my brother bought it for his hamster, but I ended up giving it to me. Here is the wheel. I actually just watched this last night. It took me forever, and they already got it pretty gross. That's my one problem with the boys, is they make things so nasty. It's kind of disappointing. Then we have their little food dish. I actually switched out their food dish for that. They're still eating. Then I have this tree branch, which they can't crawl inside and such. They have 2 water bottles. That way they don't fight over it, because males can get territorial. Then there's their little igloo. They are probably under there. I guess I'll they buried themselves in. Don't want to bother them. Both of them are in there. Probably cuddling. That's actually pretty sweet. Proof that they're doing well together. Then there's this little bug house that I like to use for them. It also works as a carrier for whenever I'm going to clean. I didn't empty it yesterday, so I still have to do that. Because they were in it. It was just kind of a mess. One thing is the door doesn't, it used to have a lock, but I'd been using it whenever I was little, so it kind of just, broke off. Nope, okay. They burrow under there, so I was curious as to whether or not they were under there. That's the cage. It's pretty simple, but I do plan on adding things. They definitely need more things, but again, because they are males, I've been trying to keep it kind of simple so they don't get territorial over anything. But they do have a lot of space to fill, so I will have to get them some more toys, which I will talk about at the end of this video. Now let me go show you the girls' cage, so let's go. So here's the girls' cage. Let's get an overview. Sorry, I have to put a suitcase on top of their cage. That way my animals don't knock it over, and I just made it fall. But, here's an overview. There's Belamey. I just cleaned it, so they're kind of all over the place. So I switched, sorry. Trying to figure out how to hold it. So I did switch them over to fleece. Hello, Amelia. Let's get her. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I did switch them over to fleece. This is the first week on it. I just cleaned it off because they just kind of poop all over it and such. I think I could last 2 weeks without washing it and then washing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they are having lots of fun. I have this popsicle thing that I made. Bliss. I love Bliss. The one thing is she hasn't been grooming. Hello. She hasn't been grooming her face. I don't know if you guys can tell, but she looks kind of ratty in her face. Then down there's just a lot of tubes and such. There's this. I put treats on there so they can climb up. Food. I need to get another one of these because they have put holes all through it. there's a mouse. The bottom on the back. So I will have to buy a new one. But they do like them. Sorry. So yeah, then there's their silent spinner. I have been switching the boys and the girls. I have been washing them very thoroughly beforehand, so don't worry, no scents have been mixed. So that way, you know, death will be caused. No, I'm kidding. Then there's that tube so they can get up to their box. Their box is just filled with bedding. They don't really go in it from what I can see. They have moved it around a lot, but I think I'm gonna get a smaller box and a prettier box because that's gross. One that's just prettier because they still need to burrow, but I don't think they need this much. It's a giant box, but it was the only box I had. And these snacking shacks in there. So yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, that is their cage. Pretty simple, I know. I'm still getting used to this whole like making them things and such. I definitely do need to get them some more chew toys. So yeah, very sweet girl. So next I'm gonna stop the video and talk about some updates. So let's go, I guess. Okay, so now time for some updates. So simple updates are all the animals are doing amazing. There's that cutie. Piggies are doing pretty well, but Amelia has started to get kind of nippy with Pip. It's weird. The guinea pigs were fine, and now they're starting to get nippy. I think they're just establishing territory. They haven't like fought or anything. Daisy is still pretty skittish. She has taken food from me every once in a while, but whenever I let them out, I do then have to chase her, which doesn't really help with bonding. But you know, if she wants to stay scared for the rest of her life, I'll let her. Other updates is they are still on bedding because we don't have a washer, so I don't really know if I want them on fleece because they just make their cage so nasty with fleece, the guinea pigs do. So pretty much if I were to do fleece bedding with them, I'd have to clean it out every single day. Like not like even whenever I spot clean, it'd get really gross. So I don't think I'm gonna do. I think I might do one of their cages in fleece. That way it saves like, you know, some bedding, you know. But it's just a lot of bedding to use for them. But also like I just don't like the way it looks with fleece. Like they just make it so gross, and I don't really like it. And then I'll have to make some more for like the actual size of the cage. Which then leads me to the next thing. So I was watching these YouTube videos and I saw sugar gliders and I was like, holy crap, sugar gliders are the cutest things. Like, let me look at these. So I went on and I looked, and I actually looked up their price just so you know, curious, because they're cute. For under $500. So I was like, okay, never mind. And then I was looking at other animals and I found rats. And I'm extremely interested in rats and I really want some. Right now it is a no from my parent, which I don't really get why, because I am the one taking care of my pets. Like I buy them their food, their bedding, their water. Me and my brother share the cost for bedding. But like with rats, like he wouldn't have to do anything. My dad would. So I did write an essay. Kids, if you did persuasive essays in school, they might help you. So, you know, school actually taught you something useful. But I also love writing, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I am hoping that I can get them. My brother would like one. So we are hoping to, I actually contacted a breeder, just curious, and she had like, she had a litter of two hairless and 3 Dumbo rats. Those are the breeds that I want. And the fact that they were in one litter really made it work, because me and my brother like Dumbos. I actually really like Rex rats, the ones with like the curlier fur. Love those ones. But I really want Dumbos and I really want hairless. My brother doesn't like hairless, so that's the reason why the Dumbos really help. So the fact that it's like, but then she got kind of confusing. She was like, I have this amount now. But the thing is, like, I'd want a really young group, so that way you would give me time to get them everything. That way, you know, they're not ready, and then they stay at the breeder's house for another 3 weeks, and then they're older, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get some that are not weaned yet. So there's that, and she sells them for a pretty good price. I really like the Rex rats, the Dumbo rats, the hairless, and I kind of like the double Rex. Those are kind of hairless, right? Are they? I can't remember. There's a lot of breeds of rats, and I'm kind of surprised by it, honestly. And then I contacted this other breeder, and their rats were like $15 to $25. And this breeder that I'm going to, which she has a Facebook page, she's had good feedback, she, you know, and she's selling them for like, the most is like $10 for a rat. Like, come on, who am I gonna buy it from? And has the breeds I like. The only thing is, I don't really know if I want females or males. There's certain things about females I like, and certain things I like about males, and then there's cons to both sides. I don't like rat balls, which is the truth. They kind of gross me out, but I'm sure I'll get used to them, because the breeder that I was talking to about the hairless, she was like, I keep having male hairless. I'd be fine if I'd be fine with hairless males. I do like that males like to cuddle more rather than play. I wish I could find like rats that like to play and cuddle. Like, I'm sure that females can do both of that, because I have a lot of plans for them. So I might get rats. It's uncertain yet. My dad did say no, but he didn't read the essay the first time, but he is reading it, so I'm kind of hoping he says yes. Because, I mean, like, again, he's not going to have to pay anything. I will give up my time, my day, my money, everything for them. Okay, moving on. Sam and Dean, the cats from my mom's house, I don't know if I mentioned this, are now at my dad's house. Due to the fact that my mother cannot care for cats properly, so we kind of took them, we snatched them back. So there's that. Brutus updates, because, you know, I'm the only one that talks about Brutus on this channel, apparently. I made him, like, maybe I'll show you. I'll have to show you. But I made him this little set so he could climb up on it. He definitely needs more to play with. Like, he's bored. But my brother has no money. Like, why'd my brother get him if he couldn't get him all the toys in the world? Like, hello, what's going on? Like, I think my rats have a lot to do. Or, mice have a lot to do. But, I mean, like, Brutus needs more. He needs more hides and just, you know, because he's pretty lonely. I might show you guys his cage. I probably will, because we have changed it up a bit. So, yeah. Those are all my updates, I guess. I will upload more videos. I plan on uploading a video of meet all my mice, so I will hold all of my mice and let you guys meet them. So, meet my mice, I plan on making. Why I keep two males mice together. Would I ever own certain animals again? Do I like certain animals? You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys Brutus's cage, so let's go. So here's Brutus's cage. His is now a tiny dirt area. He never goes in it. Now, bendy bridge that I made. All this, what is that sticking off of it? Oh, that's weird. He actually uses it. I gave this to the mice, and they never used it. He must be chewing on it then. That's awesome. Okay. My brother also had the right idea of wanting his nails to be filed down. Food, wheel. Which then again, Brutus is a calmer hamster. He is over 6 months old. So I guess it makes sense. Sorry, I'm gonna keep doing that. He's in here. Brutus? Brutus. This could be like a horror movie scene. Wait a minute. Hey, move around. There we go. You moving? Yeah, he's under there. So yeah, that's kind of like the setup for his cage. Pretty simple. Again, I do feel like my brother needs to have more. I made that for him. I know, it's special. Okay. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did not, then goodbye.